Hello, and welcome back to Mima's Crafts and Chaos. So, I have these two little molds. They're both little frogs, and they're really cute little frogs. And we're going to do them in two different greens. We're going to do them in the Persian green and the parakeet green. And this one's laying down on his tummy and with its feet up in the back, and then this one is sitting. They're really cute. Anyway, so I think I'm going to do the Persian green in this one. And sometimes they come out and sometimes they don't, but they've got little warts on them. Kind of hard to see, but even if they don't really, if the resin don't go in them very good, it still looks cute because you can still tell that they're warts. So I try really hard to get the resin in them, but sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. But I love frogs and dragonflies. I love frogs and dragonflies. So I'm going to do what I usually do, and that's I'm going to, dust them all, and then I am going to pour them in the same color. I'm going to make the resin up in the same color just in case I missed any spots in them, because they are kind of hard to get down in there, especially this dude with their legs up in the back. I don't know if you're going to get all the way in her toes or not. To me, that just it just works a little better for me. And then that way too, because in several different times I'll be doing something and what I dusted the mold in wears off or comes off. And this way, and I like to dust the mold just because I think it just adds a little something to it other than just being, colored that way and poured in. Gives it a different look. Okay, there's that one. We'll probably knock some of the dust out of it before I actually pour the resin in there. And then we're going to do the parakeet green with this one. Now, in the past, I have done the glass eyes in these guys, and to me, they're much cuter without the glass eyes. The glass eyes kind of give these guys a freaky look. I don't really like them with the glass eyes, so I'd rather do them without the glass eyes and just paint their eyes in. They're cuter that way. Try to get in all their warts here and in their little toes. And if I remember right, one of them holds about 1.5 ounces. The other one doesn't hold quite that much, but I mix up 3 ounces total for the two of them. See if hopefully it works out. All right, so I will get the resin mixed up in the color and put them in the vacuum chamber, and then I will be back. We'll pour them. Just make sure we can get all the bubbles out. See you in a sec. All right, I got these mixed up. I'm going to get them poured now. See if we can make a goal of getting all these warts in there. So here we go. Whew. I'll get this set over there. I'll dump that into that other mold. That should fill that up now. And then we'll be back when they're fully cured. Okay, see you soon. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I thought I had pushed record when I demolded these, but I hadn't. So anyway, here they are. They both turned out pretty good. I picked out the stuff we're going to use to fix them up with, because I like to use a different color and go in and do their warts a different color, and then I do their eyes and inside their mouth and stuff. And these little things on her face, them are in the mold. There's not much I can do about it, but she still turns out really cute when she's all done. So, and I already cleaned them up and everything. So, now we're just going to go in and clean up their warts, or color their warts and their eyes and their mouth. And sometimes I shine them up with my varnish stuff that I have, because the mold is dull. It's a dull mold. So, but this time I don't know if I will or not. It does make them really pretty when I shine them up. So I possibly will do that. God, sticky stuff everywhere. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do now. I already mixed up a little bit of this. I wanted to make sure it was going to look good on her before I actually chose it. I'm going to put this dark green on this one's warts. But let's work on her first. I'm going to mix up just a little bit more a little bit more color just because I don't know if that will work all the way for every wart. We got our light over here to throw in there. So I just had to clean this thingy off. Okay, so I use the high viscosity resin because it's thicker so it doesn't run everywhere while you're doing things. Got my little torch here so that I can, okay, let me stir this up, see if I need to add more color to it. I probably will because I need it to be, well, maybe not. Well, I think I'll add just a tad more just to, and if you do this, especially using the resin instead of a marker. You've watched enough of my videos. I do use markers, but they're not my favorite because they can rub off unless you put something over them to stop them from running off or rubbing off. But this way, if you use these and you have a wart that didn't come out good in the mold, then you can always fill the hole in with a bubble or whatever. Is that even working? Oh, there it goes. So I like to get as many as I can done first before I actually put them under the light. And like if maybe you want a wart in a certain spot that's not there, you can add a wart. If you don't want to use UV resin, you can always just do them with marker, or you don't have to do them at all. You can just leave them the way they are. But I think it just dresses them up a little bit more, makes the warts show up a little better. All right, I'm just going to put them under there, let them cure for a minute. Put this over here so it's out of the light. And we will, while we're waiting for that, let's get this darker green mixed up for this dude. And then we can kind of go back and forth and work on them both at the same time. And of course, now that I'm recording, my nose has decided to run. And they called these frogs, but I guess with warts, they would actually be toads, not frogs. When we were kids, there was a pond not too far from our house, and we'd always go down there and get pollywogs and then bring them home and wait for them to turn into toads. Really fun. And then we would put them in the window well, and they'd even be there the next year. They even had some that got pretty big. I don't know how many years we had the same ones, but it would get to be pretty good sized toads. So I have a tiny, tiny bubble right there. And this isn't the same color as her, but I'm just going to do that and put a little spot right there. Then that way it covers up the hole, the little bubble hole, and it just looks like a wart. So it works out. I mean, it was so tiny, probably nobody would even noticed it, but that one kind of has a little bitty of a hole in it, bubble hole, whatever you want to call it. So if I just put a little extra on there, and we'll hit it with this really quick. That kind of run off of that one. So if you need to, you can go back over them. If you missed a spot, you can go back over them later. Like that one, I didn't really like the way it looked, so we'll just do a little bit more on it. Give it a quick little. Okay, well, this is taking longer than I thought it would, so let me put you on pause. I'll get all the warts finished, and then I will come back for the next step. Okay, I got all of her warts done, and I already mixed up my black, so I'm going to do the inside of her eyes. So there's the eye. So I'm going to put you back on pause again because you can see it takes me a while and I'll get both the frog's eyes done, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, I just finished them up instead of bringing you back for each little step. So I gave them a tongue where in their mouth and stuff, and finished their eyes with the dots. Gave them each a dragonfly because dragonflies and frogs are my favorite. And I gave them a coat of the acrylic gloss so they'd be shiny. And there they are, all done. So I'll get you some pictures at the end here. And don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. And don't forget to embrace your chaos. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.